Three, two, one, action! Welcome back, guys, to the YouTube channel. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for your Central Ohio market updates. I have been targeting a lot of zip codes in these lately. I'm actually, because of some news that I've heard recently, and the Columbus Border Realtors just released their market analysis for this month. I wanted to kind of do it on a broader spectrum. I'm going to do all of Central Ohio, not just pinpoint one specific area in Central Ohio. It is important to recognize and realize some trends that's happening and what that could potentially mean for the market moving forward. So as of today, active listings stand at 7,689 in Central Ohio, which is a little bit of everywhere on the map. I will say that this Central Ohio market does extend pretty far out. So I know you think of just this little area around the 270 outer belt, but the Central Ohio market, there's some listings up in Lima. There is some listings all the way down in Cincinnati, some all the way out to Cambridge. We really don't see much activity out in the Dayton area very much, but we can clearly see that when I say Central Ohio and that number of listings, we even see them up in Toledo, Cleveland. It's just really a little bit of everywhere, all over the place. But that is the actual listings in Central Ohio right now. So, the real estate market update for June the 23rd, 2025. I'm Ben Bailey with Century 21 Capital Gold, and here is your crisp Central Ohio and even broader national market update for Monday, June 23rd. We're going to look at the national market first. The U.S. home price growth has pulled to an all-year low at less than plus 1% year over year. It's at 0.7% year over year. It's the slowest pace since 2023. This is a very interesting one for me. Pending sale cancellations soared to the highest rate since 2017. So we're talking people that go into contract and then 1 out of 7 deals fall apart after that. I can tell you that I've been a part of one of those. It doesn't feel good, but I understand if someone gets an inspection or an appraisal and there can't be a good term worked out. And sometimes it's best just to put the home back on the market for the seller. And it's sometimes best for the buyer to walk away and just find a home that's more suitable for them. The existing home sales rose not quite 1%. It was 0.8% and made of 4.03 million. Again, guys, this is nationally. This is everywhere in the U.S. But that's still the slowest since, and this is wild. It is the lowest home sale growth since 2009. And mortgage rates are still lingering at the 7% mark. Buyer signals. This is starting on a national level to trend into a buyer's market. It is time to start leveraging. There's more options out there. And as a word of caution, if you're a seller in this market, you need to price your home competitively because you don't want to chase the market down. You'll end up taking $20,000, $30,000, or $40,000 less for your home now if you overprice it and it sits on the market too long. The builder sentiment and inventory trends. Builder confidence plunged to a 2.5-year low, with 37% of builders cutting prices in June. Housing starts to drop nearly 10% in May. New completions are up, but hesitancy remains. Nationwide, active listings recently topped 1 million, the highest since 2019, and 20% of the sellers are trimming their asking price. That's a really big thing to remember, guys, if you're looking at selling your home. 20% of listings are reducing their asking price on their home to get it in contract and get it sold. What it means, homes are staying on the market longer, giving buyers time and power to negotiate. If you are a potential buyer, now is the time to strike and get out in the market. All right, we're going to dive into Central Ohio. Inventory in Central Ohio jumped approximately 45% year over year in April, with over 4,800 homes active in May. May closings totaled 2,835, with a median price of around $335,000. And this is a big one. Days on the market now averaging around 28 days. Homes are moving at a more traditional pace. No more bidding wars, prioritizing value and timing. Local takeaways. Buyers now have real choices. Sellers match price to value or get left behind. Key numbers at a glance. The mortgage rates are steady at 6.6 to 6.9% for 30-year fixed. The national median home price in May was $422,800. It's up 1.3% year over year. The sales velocity. May sells at the lowest level since 2009. Inventory growing 20% plus year over year. All right. If you're a seller or a buyer, pay attention. This is your strategy. Buyers, leverage rising inventory and price drops. Negotiate inspections, get concessions, and appraisal reviews. If you get a rate under 7%, lock it in. Refinance after the rates dip. So if you lock in right now at a 6.9 and in 6 months or a year, all of a sudden it's a 5 or a 4% interest rate or a 4.5 or a 5.5, you can take advantage, refinance, get your monthly payment down, and save on interest. Sellers, price with intention. If you want your home sold, do the right thing, get it at the right price point on the market. Avoid overpricing, consider incentives. So if you are in one of those harder to move areas, consider maybe giving up some closing cost money or some money for new carpet, whatever the case may be. Stage quickly, capture attention before the market softens even more. I will add even more on there because the market in Central Ohio has started to soften. It's in pockets. You know, you could take one of your grandma's old quilts, throw it over Central Ohio, and every little square of that quilt, that market is responding different. I've seen homes go into contract the same day they went on the market, and I've seen homes go into contract 48 days after hitting the market. And I've seen a lot of homes expire without ever being in contract. You need to price accordingly for the current market conditions and be willing, if the market doesn't respond right, be willing to drop your price to attract buyers. If you price your home and you get a lot of showings and no offers, your home is overpriced. If you price your home and you get a limited number of showings and no offers, you're way overpriced. Scenario one, you're a little overpriced. You need to drop it 10, 15, 20%. Well, 10, 15%. Scenario two, you're probably looking at a 20% price reduction. If you are ready to capitalize, guys, on today's buyer's market, you've officially heard me say it, buyer's market, and you want help pricing and listing your home in Central Ohio, or you want help getting out and looking at homes in Central Ohio, shoot me a text, give me a call. Again, my name is Ben Bailey, Century 21 Capital Gold. My number is 614-397-7353. Let's make some smart moves and get you either into your dream home or get your dream home sold so you can move on to the next chapter. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Again, be sure to like this video, follow me on YouTube, and share this video if you could. Thanks.